Chainsaw Man, these two have a sad-ass relationship. One day it's raining and Denji runs into a nearby phone booth to stay out of it. Next, a random girl has the same idea and ends up in the same booth as him. She's crying, and then Denji ends up cheering her up with a flower. This is a start to Denji and Reze's relationship. She invites him over to the cafe they work at, and they begin to talk and get to know each other. Reze finds out that Denji has never went to school, and he fights devils instead. She feels bad for him for not having a normal life, and takes him to go sneak into a nearby school that night. At the school, Reze gives Denji the school experience by having this cute moment where she pretends to be a teacher, and Denji raises his hands to answer questions. Then Reze asks Denji again, "Is it really true you haven't been to school?" She feels really bad for Denji, and they ask him the question, is it really normal for a 16-year-old to be fighting devils instead of having a regular school life? Denji replies saying his life is great. He gets to have 3 meals a day and then gets to sleep in a bed. Reze then replies that's not normal, that's just the bare minimum. Anybody should be able to get that. After that, they end up going to a pool nearby, and Reze gives Denji another lesson on how to swim. They have a very, very beautiful, intimate moment in the pool. And you can tell that these two have a genuine connection and they really like each other. After their little school night in the pool and everything, Reze invites Denji to the festival the next day. And they end up having a good time there. You know, they all play other games and all that type of stuff. And they end up at a view overlooking all the festival. While they're up there, Reze tells Denji that she's been thinking about it a lot and his situation is messed up. Like, he's a 16-year-old that's fighting devils instead of going to school. That's not okay. And after that, she grabs Denji's hand and asks him to quit his job and run away with her. Denji's confused and he asks why would she offer that to him. And then she says that she likes him. She confesses it, that she likes him. Denji then goes on to explain that he's been doing good at his job and he wants to keep it, but still keep seeing her. Reze sees through it and says to Denji, "You like someone else, huh?" The firework goes up in the background and the Reze goes in and kisses Denji. But then Denji falls to the ground. Next scene, it shows that Reze has Denji's tongue in her mouth. She bit it off. But why? Because she's the bomb devil. She was sent by Russia to get Denji's chainsaw heart. And they have this really amazing fight. It's really well animated. You gotta watch the movie to see all of it. But at the end of the fight, Denji ends up winning. But he saves Reze still. After the end of the fight, Reze tells Denji she never liked him. It was all a lie, and she goes and walks away. Denji calls out and asks her to meet at the cafe at noon. Next, the scene switches to Kishibe and Aki with an explanation that changes everything. He states there's a Soviet tale that mothers tell their kids. There's a room in the army where there's kids there without any parents, and they're used for experience by the government until they die. Then one day, the fairy tale was proven true by an American journalist, and he was able to release photos of the kids from that room. Reze was one of the kids from that room. Next, it shows her getting on a train. She gets off the train and she's actually walking back to the cafe. Walking in the alleyway, she sees the cafe at the end, but the rats start appearing. They all come together into this little pile and they form Makima. Next thing you know, boom, a spirit comes down from above from Angel. Makima set it up. Reze lays there in a pool of her own blood, looking into the distance as she can see Denji in the cafe window. She's thinking in her head why she didn't kill him at first. Well, the truth is, it's because she didn't go to school either. All this time, they both had the same exact upbringing. Both used their whole lives, never having a normal childhood and suffering the whole entire time. It was like they were meant to meet each other and then save each other, only for it to end tragically after everything they went through. Well, that's the tragic romance of Chainsaw Man's Devils. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and follow if you enjoyed. Take care.